It's the Bears going up against the Buccaneers. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those had questions about him. They often centered in on the fact that he's only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
Second down following the run. Now it's Trubisky. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I like that about Trubisky. Has some calm in the pocket, some good presence despite the fact only 13 starts in his college career, an entirely different style of offense. Remember, he played that spread stuff while at North Carolina.
Here we go now. Boom, landing. Boom, landing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And they'll run it here. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, left side to Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a carry for the change of pace back. The rookie Tariq Cohen. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Leonard Floyd coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7.
And that's exactly what Chicago expected when they drafted Leonard Floyd in 2016, him wrapping up quarterbacks.
Led all rookies in the NFC with 7 sacks. Used to do it in the SEC with Georgia, and now the NFC. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He gets it to Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Danny Trevathan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 56 yards on the ground. And runs like that with explosiveness, that's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. a rookie has all of that, that's usually a veteran's combo plate. I love this guy.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing here, Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
They run. This is Cohen. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. The swing pass caught. So a big 3rd down hook up here will take us to the break. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. They start the drive with Martin. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down, Martin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a big-time run there by Martin. 42 yards on the ground. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And Blake has it over the middle. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When we talk about Harvard, you know we're going to talk about academics. But in this case, let's talk about a big year Cameron Brate had in 2016, the tight end.
Finished with 57 catches, 660 yards, and also 8 scores. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Sims. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Second down, Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there. And he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On third down, it's Cohen, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Noah Spence in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Trubisky, the screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's caught, Shepard. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. They give him 12 yards and a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Trubisky to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. Drops it off for carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go. Blue 90!
Now Cohen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This is caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we... you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Alabama, Eddie Jackson, with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Barth now for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Now, that's a rare sight indeed, but one that their fans hope that they'll see much more of in 2017. A takeaway.
Yeah, only 3 fumbles recovered last year, tied for fewest in the National Football League. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Play action now. Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They run the counter with Martin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Winston. He finds Humphries. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Winston and Humphries connecting there for a Tampa Bay 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
1st down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 28. And Doug Martin, you see him there, still down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they run with Sims. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Again, they run with Sims. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Jameis to throw it. And this is caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Now Jameis on second down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Nick Folk for the point after. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's got room. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 65 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them. And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often. They try again with Cohen. A little juke. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall. That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's third down. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete? Yeah. What happened? During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. Not be able to believe it. 6 points go by the wayside on that one. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet, while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Let's go! Green!
From From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now the ex-Buccaneer, Connor Barthon, for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Barth puts it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On 3rd down, Winston. A dump off to Sims. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. A 1st down throw for Winston. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. To the air again with Winston. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out.
Holding, receiving team.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
This is Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On third down, it's Cohen, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And right with it here over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Winston to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Trubisky will throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with the touchdown. Yes. You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off. So you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the fourth down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Drew Brees, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Christian Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they'll stop it with 4 seconds showing on the clock. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Man, too broke to pay attention. Man. Yeah. Man, listen. All I got is this ambition.